Hello there guys, and welcome to our PGL Week 10 battle against Marolt, coach of the Slovenia Slowbros. Marolt is a very good coach from my understanding. I think he's like 7-1 at the moment. And then we are playing our Week 10 game early just because Marolt wanted the time to, edit his videos to supreme quality. But on the other hand, a little bit defeated still from the Max Rapture loss. Mainly because of the fact that it sort of knocks me out of playoffs. Bill Stanley took over at coach, and then Bill got a broken draft, so Bill sort of snuck up ahead of me, and I'm playing probably the hardest bracket out. Which means that, even today, I'm not the most confident. Like, normally with teams, I have really defined win cons, but the more and more I look at this team that I had to make shift at the draft, I find very little win cons. In particular, like, there's no Dragon Dance user, no Quiver Dance user, really, and they're sort of the ones that I love using. Like, give me a Volk. You know, give me a Volcarona, give me a Gyarados. Oh, that's IVA. That's funny, because it's IVA. Good luck, have fun, my friend. Let the battle begin. Let's make sure that OBS is recording, and it is. Make sure always to thank Aaron2420 in the comments down below for editing this. He always does a really good job. I think he's really improved recently. I sort of feel bad. I feel like I sometimes distract his own quality, because he just, makes mine look so much better. But I want you guys just to, hopefully we'll see something today. I'm not the most confident. The team that we are bringing today, when my opponent decides to stop making an intro, I really do get sort of annoyed. It's a bit of a pet peeve when someone's like, yeah, let's battle. Just gonna record my intro. It's only 40 minutes long in a team builder style. It's not really 40 minutes long, it's more like 20 seconds, but it just annoys me because I have my team ready to go. I want to articulate my team in the first like 30 seconds of the battle, and then sometimes I don't want to show off everything because I feel like that sometimes when I build something very specific. So like for today, I've built a Scarf Infernape that is creeping in Hawluchas, and then on top of that I've brought a Choice Band Greninja, and the Greninja this week is actually meant to live a Z Free Shock from Current Black because I don't actually have a switch in to the combination of Free Shock and then Fusion Bolt, even Vaporeon, which is a Wish Baton Pass this week. I've got default Tapu Koko. The Baton Pass means that I can, freely Baton Pass on certain things on Marot's roster, and then what I can then do is go into my Tapu Koko to defog away. Alright, so I do expect a lot of this team. I just lead here with my, very hard to know what to do, but I think it's always a good idea to lead with my Infernape here. It is Scarfed. If he does lead, okay. Important things to note: he has 2 rockers on the team, both Skarmory and Nihilego. The other thing as well to note is he has Florges for Wish. Actually, no, he's got 3 rockers. He's got Mesprit as well. Tapu Koko does go ham once Nihilego goes down. Really upset now. Originally I had Calm Mind Koko on this team, but I changed it last second, as I normally do. My win con. Once I chip down that Scizor. Once I chip down that Skarmory, Mega Sizzle looks like having fun. SD up on like Mesprit potentially. Also as well, it is a fast Sizzle creeping 32 speed melodic, which means that I do get a faster U-turn off on it. On top of that as well, the combination, it could be some issues for him really early doors, depending upon what he wants to lead with. If he does lead with that Nihilego, I'm going to assume that it's Sash. And at the same time, he did not bring a ground type, so that means that I can freely spam T-Bolt, and I can also freely spam Defog. Terminal. Master Ball, that's a Nihilego. Alright, sweet. We don't have a choice band. Yeah, I'm gonna assume that this is Sash. Which means that I'm gonna U-turn here and go out into Mega Sizz. However, if he does predict the HP Fire play, I probably will go into Mega Sizz, U-turn back out. I assume that T-Spikes is going to come here, which is really unfortunate because I did drop a Karagonal from my team builder last minute again. This was really an evolution of a team process. I was really nervous going into this matchup. The Current Black gives my team a lot of issues when it really shouldn't. Current Black is not a Pokemon that should give drafts that many issues. But for whatever reason, this team just... what I initially really liked about it is sort of getting found out as we go through this season. As normally, that's how most of my Wi-Fi leagues sort of go. So we do get a U-turn off, which, okay, that reveals that, he probably was Okay, now the question is, he's going to be very, very Do I just want to go into Gren here and just click Banded Waterfall? Yeah, I think I do actually. He could have either went for Swanky or T-Bolt. I don't think T-Bolt was the play. I think T-Spikes, yep, is always going to be the play in his eyes. Now the question is, does he see this as the opportunity to bring Melodic in for free, and is this where I just freely U-turn? I think it is. I think I have to play that way. I have to keep this momentum going. If he decides that he wants to stay in to get up, like get up his rocks, I think that it's not the best play, but props to him. Also as well, we don't know if this is Scarf or not. However, by the way that he stayed in, I'm assuming it is Sash, and he may say that like he's burnt his Nihiliguhu here. However, I do think the play into Melodic is nice because Nihiliguhu is just one of those mons that can sweep any real moment of the battle. Ice Coco Show, what is this weeaboo stuff? Alright, good. Okay, so that does about 25%. I'm just trying to think. I think I could just go into Infernape here and just click CC. Yeah, now I wish I did make this adamant, but he will probably most likely switch out here, but I don't mind my RN2420 really being that toxic because it is only 22%. So let's CC here. I'm predicting the stay in because he has seen me switch a lot this game so far, and it would make sense for him to make this play of staying in, trying to predict that U-turn, whereas I've already sort of chunked this Kieran Black as much as I need it to, so that and now I essentially get a free CC off. Also as well, I've put it at about, I reckon, 78-80% by that banded U-turn, which means that down the line he is going to keep getting that pressure. Melodic can't really switch in. Also, because I'm refreshed Vaporeon, it actually works out a lot nicer for my team. I also do have the option to Wish Pass with my Vaporeon, and then use the Baton Pass freely, constantly coming in again and again. It is just going to be interesting what he plays. I definitely think that, like, what's it called? The Melodic could be that Flame Orb set. Does he stay in? No, he switches out, which I did predict. Poignant. I think this is the... Okay, so this is the Mesprit, which is weird in my eyes. That does nothing. That should be Rocky Helmet. If not, it's lefties. Okay, so it is lefties. So we now have two mons poisoned. Let's go out into our Coco here, because I do want to get a defog off nice and early into this game. And on top of that, that will allow us to sort of recall some momentum. It'll be a little bit of momentum, nothing over. I do think though that clicking CC was the play. If I clicked Fire Punch, it could have definitely been another play. However, we did see how freely he did go into that Mesprit. It is massively Fizz Def, so that means that we want to really try to keep pressuring his team. We have the Banner Greninja. We don't really want Banner Greninja to become toxic. We don't really want, we want to get up our rocks against his team. Kieran Black isn't really going to keep appreciating those banded U-turns. You probably now know that I am Scarfed, but he might already know that because of the way that we played earlier. So, he probably is also pretty happy with this as well, because he now knows that, like, 3 of my mons are poisoned. Stealth Rock, okay, that's fine by me. I now just go for a Defog. And I do have the Chocoberry, which means that if he tries to go into Kieran Black, I'm just going to stay in and click Dazzling Gleam. I'm just trying to weaken his team, but I do think the Nihiliguhu is a lot more like possible coming in. So we're just going to go for click Defog here, and then we're going to U-turn next turn. We've already sort of chunked a lot of Marolt's team. Little bit really. I wouldn't say chunked it a lot, but just slowly picking up a little bit of damage. We do see here that he did get a poison 2 of my mons. We also do learn here that depending upon how offensive this Mesprit is, this could be a Pokemon that we can freely defog on. On top of that, I can also then defog, go U-turn, Wish, Baton Pass back into Coco, and just start trying to pick up that little bit of momentum. So we do get the defog here. So what did he go for? Probably Psychic then. Or did he go for a Screen? He went for U-turn, interesting. Now what is he going into? Critical hit. I keep getting hacks at the moment on a showdown ladder, that's why I stopped playing PGC today. Started playing Let's Go. I got sick of the hacks. The U-turn damage is sort of minuscule, but I do expect like either the Nihilego or the Kyurem Black to want to come out here pretty freely. But as I said before, I am that sugarberry, so I can freely pop the Kyurem Black in the snout, as in the words of some of my favourite content creators would say. On top of that, then I can just freely click Thunder Punch. Now, if I do lose my Tapu Koko, I do lose my defog of this game, and also a mon that likes to defog on Skarmory, because that's the Skarmory I'm not particularly terminal. So the Nihilego does come back in. I'm going to go out into my Necrozma here. I don't see a reason not to. If he's like Specs or something, good on him, but I think he either makes the HP Fire play, or he tries to get up another T-Spike on me. Or he could be like Acid Spray, and then, or he could be like Electric MZ, Thunderbolt, or it could be a whole range of options. However, the big thing for me is that I don't want to, he's getting offensive momentum more. However, I'm just trying to see what my plays are to get this into a stage where Poignant, I saw this name before. Yeah, this is the Mesprit. So we're going to exchange rocks here. I don't know how he will feel about this exchange, but he will have some of his mons on his teams now start taking that rock damage. On top of that, I do have the Exorcist and the Moonlight on this, so we do get a Stealth Rock up for free. I do anticipate, so this is also important to note that we are faster than that Mesprit. He could also U-turn here, he just goes for that Stealth Rock. I'm going to Exorcist here for free. We have seen two of his moves, one being the Stealth Rock and the other being the U-turn. If he's toxic, congrats, if he's not, he's not. Let's just click Exorcist here because we do outspeed this Mesprit, and then on top of that we can also just get a little bit of chip damage off. Actually, so it's a speed tie, that's important to note. It's a speed tie between the two of us, however we do get a little bit of damage off on whatever he wants to go into here. I imagine it will be the K-Black. K-Black is just one of those mons that I'm going to have to suck it up, princess. That's a shame because I did expect to be faster than this Mesprit, but there wasn't really anything I could really do. So Grace, what is this? Grace is the Melodic. So we go for the X-Scissor here. That does nothing, and it's leftovers. Okay, that's another important thing to note. Maybe we should have been knockoff this week, but then again, do I just want to go out into my Keegan and just Wish Pass? I think I do actually. I don't really see a reason not to. The issue you got though, if he does go for the Toxic, get the play right, could be in a little bit of trouble. But I still think that the play is to try to keep this offensive momentum going up. Okay, so what does he go for? We are Refresh, as I said earlier in this game. I do think a Scald or a Toxic, in case Scald comes out. I'm going to Baton Pass this turn, trying to catch this Kyurem Black wanting to come in. At the same time, if he does want to stay in with the Melodic, I'm just going to go out into my my Tapu Koko and click that Thunderbolt. Withdrew. Still Koko Shot. That's the okay, this makes a lot of sense. So we do get the play right here. We do get the Baton Pass off, and now we just go into Koko. And I don't really care about the rocks. I think he will be starting to care about the rocks. The little bit of T-Spike damage will annoy me. However, T-Bolt with Electric Terrain will do a decent bit. I'm not very offensively invested into this Tapu Koko, because I didn't really want to be. Is the best answer I have. But here we just go for the T-Bolt. It is also left, I think it's leftovers on that Skarmory, as from what I can judge by that damage output. Okay, he does go for that Poignant, that's the Mesprit. Let's see how much his T-Bolt does. I'm hoping it's going to be 2-shot after rocks. It's not. Now I might be regretting not being as offensive as I wanted to be. I was going to go for U-turn here, as I anticipate him to go for U-turn, in which I probably will go into my Infernape. Just as I said, just keep this offensive momentum up. So U-turn on the Mesprit.
Actually, it's a 50-50. But what would I rather? Actually, no. I would rather go out into Infernape. Yeah, just to continue this momentum train. I don't think he's going to Psychic. If he does, I'll be very surprised. But at the same time, I will lose my Infernape, which I don't. He does go for that U-turn. And the Mesprit keeps getting lower and lower for me. This should be the Melodic, but we are the Scarf Electric Boosted Thunder Punch. So I'm going to try to calc this. I do know that from before, I think Melodic's at full. We also have kept momentum up nice and Melodic physically defensive Infernape. Choice Scarf. Yeah, but what about Thunder Punch and Electric Terrain with the boost? Florges. I think we Florges really doesn't want to take a Jolly Flare Blitz, but what about... I'm just trying to think here. I think we just U-turn here. As I said, normally with these games we start getting into a war of attrition pretty early. The Florges could be the moveset. Okay, so he does withdraw. We do go for the U-turn here as he goes down into Grace, which will bait back in my Coco. But I think the other players wish Baton pass into Coco. But I don't really think that that's the time for it. I'm just trying to think. If this goes down, how do I beat Scum? I then have to rely on Ape. And now he's really trying to bait me into certain scenarios, right? But Melodic, IU physically, Mega Sizzle. Okay, let's go to U-turn. I think we're about 36. Oh, what's our Greninja set? Go to the Protean. Make a choice ban. Gunk Shot, no. I really do think that he's trying to bait in my Coco. So I think my play here is actually just to go for the faster U-turn. I think the Scummery will try to come in. If not, it doesn't. But we are keeping this momentum going. We also do have to be sort of conscious of how we're trying to play this game. The other issue we got as well with Florges is the way in which that he is keeping that Florges alive. It is going to be a hassle, but at the same time, if we can wish this next turn, and then he tries to be that defensive play again. Alright, let's see. Please, let's pray my Speedy V's come in clutch. Yes, they do. That's nice. That's what I like to see. Now we just throw up a wish. Heat and power. Is this HP electric or HP fire? HP fire. Sweet. We're gonna wish Baton Pass here. There's no real reason to make any other play. If he does go into that Kieran Black, he goes into Kieran Black, but I'm not gonna try to overcompensate here. I will wish, and then I will go out into into something that can take a hit. But however, he did see the so that's good. This will mean that Coco does get back up to full, which I wanted to in this exchange. So now we wish. I think that his best play here is to try to go into something that won't give Coco the free wish. However, I think that Vaporeon here is being nice. Nice. As my mate would say from uni. So we're going to go for a baton pass here. You could try to go into that Nihilego. But if he goes into Nihilego, I will go out into Infernape, click CC like it's free. And then I now know that the melodic... Okay, so what's he going out into? Hawluchas. Okay. This still gives me a free baton pass into my Coco. Now, actually, no, the question is, I want to go Greninja. Hawluchas. Are you Cleric? Gunk. Okos. Oh, how much does Banded Waterfall do? Actually, no, I don't really like that play. I also do like the going into the Coco. Because that means that Coco does get back up to full. So melodic, Vaporeon really is doing its part this game. Alright, let's go. Let's get this thing back up to about full, it'd be about, 70 at least. Wish came true. Take the poison damage. Just go for another U-turn. I do have to be mindful of the of one of the Hawluchas sets that I have a rough idea on the back of my head what it could be. But at the same time, okay, Hawluchas at 120, that versus Mega Scizor. OU. That's going to be out of range. But I think my play here is actually to go back into this Necrozma. And Photon goes up. Just because I want to get more chip damage off. This will invite in Calm Mind. Yep, I had a rough idea that this was going to be the set of his choosing, because it will break a lot of my team. However, we are the physical Necrozma this week again. So let's get some Photon Geyser going. And at the same time, I think that this could be the Synthesis variant. However, if I do keep it low, it won't be an issue because Mega Scizor will come in and revenge it, provided it is at a range of HP that Mega Scizor can revenge it from at. Now, if I did go out into the Greninja and clicked the banded Gunk Shot, that was always going to be an option. However, what the play he tried to do here is that identify whether or not he's mono-attacking Moonblast or if he's to attack Synthesis. If he is to attack Synthesis, it does mean that he does not have Wish support, and on top of that, this is going to be a long game. I do definitely know the power of Hawluchas. I used to play a lot of RU a couple months ago where Hawluchas, you could play semi-stall teams where Hawluchas was really, Carmine Hawluchas was actually a big threat. Now, I'm pretty sure from memory I'm like Adamant Necrozma. So how much will this Photon Geyser do? Okay, it will do over half. Okay, and we do outspeed, so if he... I don't know what his play was here. Maybe a Wish? Oh, Ferrinium Z. Nice, nice, nice. Definitely respect that. However, the thing I don't sort of respect about this is that this does give me now a free switch into my Greninja. And I'm just going to click Banded Waterfall. Twinkle Tackle, hurry up. You're stalling out my match. But that is definitely a nice play by him. Actually, hang on, how much does Infernape's Thunder Punch do here? You Choice Scarf. Thunder Punch. Go into Iron Fist. And Electric Terrain. Thunder Punch does 40%, so we're going to go into Infernape here and just click Thunder Punch. And just because, even though we have exchanged a kill for a kill here, I am sort of semi-confident because of reasons. If he goes out into that Melodic, it will take a massive chunk. Hawluchas is now at a stage where he's really trying to not let Mega Sizzle sweep, and Mega Sizzle is such a huge problem. So this is Thunder Punch. Okay, that's dead. Infernape takes another round of poison. However, as I said earlier, I do have the Wish Baton Pass on the Vaporeon, and the Melodic will always be my sort of Wish Pass opportunity. But then again, if he does go into Melodic here, I will just definitely take the damage off. I definitely still do have some answers to certain mons on his team. Thunder Punch is about 54% based off my calc in the electric terrain, which then means that actually he will probably try to He will try to recover stall my electric terrain, turns out. So it is going to be a close match here. It's drawing on about 22 minutes, in which that I hope my commentary sort of been good. Please let me know in the comments below how, if you're enjoying this commentary. It definitely helps me going forward. But also on top of this, it is such a close game. The Wish Pass Vaporeon is being nice. I actually don't remember the Baton Pass clauses of this league, but I'm pretty sure what I've been doing with my Vaporeon is legal, otherwise my opponent would write me a long DM saying, "This is not fair." Terminal, so this is the Nihilego. Right. Now the question is here, do I go for the Thunder Punch? I think I do. I think we put this Nihilego in range where he's identified that my Infernape's a massive threat to his team, probably because he's Scarfed Kieran Black. But this will give me an opportunity to just Bullet Punch next turn with my Scizor. Oh, that is massive damage. He has just sacked off his Nihilego to my Infernape here. Realistically, there's so few on his team that really want to take this next Thunder Punch. And on top of that, my main mon left to be what's it called? Status is not even a mon that I would really consider worthy of statusing. He's just lost his Nihilego here because I just spam Thunder Punch. he has Sizzle left. He has Skarmory left, which wants to take moves. Kieran Black could be that Berry that I fear. However, at the same time, depending upon what the set is, it could definitely be beneficial to me. I thought that the trade-off of T-Punch was beneficial to me, at least. I don't have a secondary, I don't have a K Black answer now. Withdrew. Poignant. What's this again? Oh, is this the Mesprit? That's weird. Greninja. Mega Sizzle. Mega Sizzle does 47% to a Kieran Black. I'm just trying to think about this, depending on what his last ones are. He is also getting to a stage where he could be potentially in range of a... I'm actually just going to go into Mega Sizzle here. Because of the way... Yeah, I think Mega Sizzle is my play here. If he does go out into the Skarmory, I definitely still have answers. But... Ice Kokosh... this is just getting weaker. Kieran Black isn't gaining health coming in every time. We actually have 36 attack investments, so he could be bulky and be like Specs HP fine, but at the same time, I'm not really that worried about this. I will regret that, obviously, if he does pull out something, but I am 36 attack investment, which that means that 48 to 57 is the normal roll on Kieran Black, but it's like anything, really. Bullet Punch, so he is bulky enough to take a Bullet Punch at this range. Ooh, he's a Roost. Which is weird, so I'm just going to throw another Bullet Punch. If I do over the required amount, this could be a win. Come on, crit maybe? Roost. Okay, so I'm gonna SD then. Unless I've got him baited of the year and he just pulls out in the HP Fire, and then I get swept by the Nihiligu. I don't know. I have a bad feeling about this play, but I think it is my best play here. He's constantly trying to roost himself to a range of HP that is arbitrary in my eyes. Yeah, who knows? I think it's nearly at a stage where Kieran Black is not scarfed. He withdrew, right. This is great, this is a melodic. I've just gone for an SD here. No, it is U-turn. This is a +2 U-turn on a melodic. That's gonna do a chunk. How much does Greninja do? I think this starts coming down to 50-50s. How much does Tapu Koko take from a Melodic Scold? 37%. So let's make sure it's level 50. $38 $45 if we're at 123 and I'm like 248 HP. Sweet. Good job, Randy. Come back in for me, boy. In Power Fire. I definitely still think this is winnable for him, if he makes the right plays. However, I do think Koko can just start picking up some vital damage on his team. So we are going to go for the T-Bolt here. What's he's got left? Nihiligu, Skarmory, and Kieran Black. By finishing off the Melodic, he then goes into Nihiligu, which I think is fodder at this stage. If not, we sack Greninja. He withdrew, sacks Nihiligu, which I thought was going to be the play here. Now the question is, does this Kieran Black come back in and try to be Scarf shit? But I don't think I'm going to take a risk on the Scarf. I think that it's going to come to a stage of who wins out of Mega Sizzle versus the Skarmory. Ice Kokosh. I'm just going to swing here because Bullet Punch puts him in, he's already in range of a Bullet Punch. And then on top of that, he's ready to take a T-Bolt to the face next. So I'm just going to go for Dazzling Gleam here. If he's Scarfed, he's Scarfed. If he's not, he's not. Dazzling Gleam, we pick it up. That's another one down. That's another kill for Koko. Now Koko cannot come back in and rocks. Skarmory. Greninja. I'm gonna go back to this banded set that's probably gonna cost me. He's probably going to be the Waconberry here. If not, I'm very perplexed by this play. However, I do think that Coco should put him in a low enough range where Greninja, Banded Greninja's Waterfall, Thunderbolt picks up. Sweet. Now the question is, do I have anything to Oko the Melodic? I think Greninja should. Iron you Fizz Death. 50. Get rid of Protean, please, good sir. U-turn does 16%. Low kick does 22%. Gunk shot does 27%. So I think we go into our Greninja here and click the banded low kick to hopefully finish off this game. Very good game to Marolt. I think I just kept up the momentum that I've been trying to do the last couple of games. Next week we will be taking on our main graphic guy in Bill Standish. Let's pray that my my attacks do enough here. Hopefully Banded Greninja does get its 11th kill of the season. So we just go for the low kick here. It does to 27%. So pray for Bird. It's a crit, and we take the game 3-0. Very well played to Marolt. And thank you again, guys, for watching, and let me know what you thought of this game. And until next time, the New South Wailmers are now 6-2 with a 6-3 with a game in hand. So hopefully this will come in handy. And until next week, same time as always. Peace.